Well, ladies, I hope that you're enjoying this summit. This has been 2 days of jam-packed, great information and conversations, and I'm glad you've been able to be here to be part of it. I appreciate all these experts who have come in to really give you their secrets and strategies and systems for success. And there's still a few more interviews to come, but I wanted to hop in here to talk a little bit about what we do at Flip This Chick so that you can get a little taste of what it is. In addition to all of this pouring into you that you see is really important to me. I want to bring information to women. I want to help you know what to do and find the one little nugget of information that might inspire you or prepare you to have a better quality of life. And that's what Flip This Chick is about. We do things differently. It's not just fitness and nutrition. We incorporate accountability partners and gratitude and really create healthy habits that are simple shifts in your life that you can sustain, because the 8-week program can be transformational. It is incredible results for women, but the real change matters when it continues. And that's what I'm committed to. I'm committed to your success. And so today, I just want to share a little bit about some opportunity for good habits, how you can establish, the real little things that can make a difference. So let me share with you the top 10 healthy habits and strategies to help you flip the script on life. So my first priority is always to make fitness fun. If you can do that, ladies, and I don't mean, goofy classes or, being crazy or things like that. I'm talking about simply incorporating some fun and having it be active. So if you schedule a weekly yoga session, Tuesdays at Bayfront Park in Sarasota, if you're a Florida goer, or you might do a Thursday class in the gym, or you might just plan a walking date with your neighbor every morning at 7. Whatever you can do to make fitness fun, you'll still show up for it. And that's the key. Consistency and really changing how it feels to think of fitness. I don't want it to be a chore. It doesn't need to be a chore anymore. At this phase in our lives, we can choose the things that bring us joy. So I want you to find ways to have fitness and healthy activity be bringing you joy. So the point of it is you'll keep showing up if it's fun. You won't let down the friends you have a date for every Tuesday to go to yoga. You won't let down your neighbor at 7 in the morning. You won't not show up for the new happy hour at the gym at 5 o'clock on Thursdays instead of the bar. You will show up because the point of those connections, the dates you used to have to go to dinner or go to drink at the bar or to gather like that, those things you were doing simply to connect with the people. And so you can still connect with people. Just do it somewhere healthy. And I would challenge you to notice if those same people don't say, "Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I'd rather just go for a walk than go sit and have a drink." I mean, sit and have a drink is great sometimes, but if we can create consistency and fun in our daily fitness, we'll keep showing up for it. So that's my top tip is please find ways to just make it great, and you'll keep it up. Now, tip number 2, imagine your ideal self. Okay, at Flip This Chick, we are all about taking action. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to actually take a moment right now to grab your phone and go to the clock mode, okay, or the clock app, I guess I should say. Go in there and I want you to choose the alarm section and then the plus sign at the top, how you set your alarms all the time, right? But if you don't know yet, you can go down to the label column and you can type in anything you want there. I want you to type in the words, "Imagine my ideal self." Type it in there and then hit save. Now, at the same time every day, that alarm's going to go off. We just created one new healthy habit. We took action. That's how you get results. Just making a simple habit shift, but taking the action to do it. Now, what I want you to do is every day when that goes off, I want you to take 60 seconds. That's all I'm asking for. We can create vision boards every year or even every month or every quarter. But if you take 60 seconds every single day, I am telling you, it'll have more impact on you than a vision board you do once a year. Every single day, just take a minute to imagine who you'll be when you reach the next goal you have set. Whether it's a health goal or a financial goal or a relationship goal or a business goal, doesn't matter. The point is, imagine your ideal self. If it is health and fitness, imagine who you are when you're feeling better. Imagine who you are when you're choosing something and everything in your closet makes you feel great. Imagine who you are, who's sitting next to you, what you're eating, what you feel like when you get up, the things you do right when you get up. Take 1 minute a day to do that. Now, I want to give you a fail-safe method in continuing to do that, because after a few weeks, the alarm will go off and you won't notice it as much, right? Okay, I need you then to go back into the app and simply scroll to change the time. When it starts going off at a different time of day, it'll start surprising you again and make you take a moment to do it. I change my alarm about every 2 or 3 weeks, actually. So do that, and you'll find taking that moment to imagine your ideal self actually starts bringing you to that place. It's pretty cool. Now, my next tip is prioritize protein. You guys, at Flip This Chick, that is one of our top nutritional priority is prioritizing protein. Because at this phase in our life, they have found that that's what we need most of. So think of when you're going to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and please do eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then I want you to look at your plate and go, is it mostly protein? Or is it all this other stuff? And I added some protein, a little, because it needs to be mostly protein. Okay. You need to have most protein, and then the carbs and fat should be also. Now, it's important to know your protein number. Everybody has a different one. How much protein your body really needs in order to do its best. Because here's the reality. If your body gets what it needs, it'll get rid of what it doesn't. That's how you get rid of the menopause middle. That's why my clients, when they just continue to focus on protein, they actually go, oh my gosh, even months after they're out of the program, the weight keeps coming off and in the place they want it to come off. It happened for me too. So if you don't know what that protein number is, just put protein in the comments and you and I will connect so I can let you know what that is. It is important that we get our macros right, because macros matter. And that simply means getting the right amount of protein, right amount of carbs, and right amount of fat that you need in your diet. So if macros is a totally new word for you also, even having been in fitness, it was a new terminology that came out. And so, yes, we know macronutrients are part of food, and we know micronutrients are those vitamins and minerals. That makes it simple to understand, if that helps. But I do have an introduction to macros guide I can send you. So that might totally clear that up. Just drop macros in the comments. Okay. So that's some of the nutritional foundation that we need to have. Prioritize protein and know what your macros are. So drop protein or macros or both in the comments, and I'll get that to you, because that's why we're here. I want you to know you can take action. You can learn the things you need to actually change your life right now. Actually change it. You can have different results starting today. When I said this Flip the Script on Menopause Summit is so that you can be fitter, healthier, happier, stronger by summer, it's a month out, I meant it. If you can begin some simple shifts and habit changes, you can feel different, be different, see something different in a month. Of course, we have to continue those things. And that's why the ones we implement are easy habit shifts and bring results. But we've got to begin. So knowing some of these things is what can do that. Okay, next tip, be thankful. We've heard about gratitude. We talk about gratitude. We always do. But I'm telling you, it does change your life. If you can just take a moment every day, at the end of the day, actually, is the best time to do it. As you go to bed at night, think of the best thing that happened today. Now, I don't just mean, oh, find one good thing. I want you to actually take a second to kind of relive your day. The good things that were there, rate them and go, yeah, the coffee tasted great this morning, or the sun was coming up as I was out for my walk, or you had a great conversation, or that client called and you actually connected with them after trying 10 times, or, you sold a house and you're happy, or you found, the best one, or you went to lunch and it was great. You drove home and you hit all the green lights. Whatever it is, just browse through your day to find the very best thing that happened today. Because when you do that, you actually end your day thinking of all the good things to find the best one. And it ends your day in gratitude. And that is a remarkable way to end it, because it lets you get all the craziness out of your head. It helps you rest more soundly. It helps you wake more rested. So try that. Put a little note on your nightstand. I like to use a magic rock. I'm famous for that, giving away rocks. Well, here's my magic rock here. And I leave it by my nightstand, and it reminds me to think of the best thing. I even have some rocks or share them with people, and I write on there, the best thing today, so that you can't help but think of it when you see it. Try that. Take a permanent marker, go grab a rock, any rock. It's only magic once you use it for that. So remember, tip number 4 is be thankful. So tip number 5, create healthy habits. Now, I've been talking about that all along, but I'm going to give you a little hint on how you can actually implement new habits and follow through with them. We stack them. So, for instance, habits that are already ingrained in your life. You brush your teeth, you take a shower, you make breakfast, you have a cup of coffee. Whatever those habits are that are already ingrained in your brain and in your life and in your actions, think of the new one you want to implement. Say you want to drink collagen every day, or you want to take some vitamins every morning, or go for a walk. Here's how you do it. You take the bottle of vitamins and you put it right next to your toothbrush, because you're brushing your teeth twice a day. If that bottle is right next to it, you're going to remember. If it's over in the kitchen cupboard and it's not a habit already, you're not going to think of it. But if you put it near something, a habit that you already do, you're going to be more apt to follow through with it, because it's right there where the habit already is. That's called habit stacking. Now, if you want to start walking every morning, take your shoes and put them right by the coffee pot on the floor with a pair of socks. Because if you just grab your cup of coffee, put it in a to-go mug, and go for your walk while you have it, you killed 2 birds with 1 stone. But having those shoes next to somewhere that you're going to go in the morning helps you stack that habit too. So whatever it is that you're trying to do that's different, find a way to connect it to something you've already always done, and you'll be more apt to continue. Now, that soon will turn into a natural habit also, which is what makes it a beautiful thing. Soon, that's an old habit, and then you can stack another new one on it if you're looking to do something else new. It's pretty cool. Now, tip number 6, do strength training. All right, ladies, doesn't matter if you do it at the gym or you do it at home or you use bands or you use your body weight. I don't care. Just do some challenging strength work. And what I mean is you don't even have to have something in your hand. Your brain and your muscle doesn't know if you're holding a fancy kettlebell or a dumbbell or if you're on a machine. It only knows how it felt inside. So you can even just while you're sitting at your desk, do some bicep curls, acting as if it's hard. And that challenge of the muscle gets the challenge, whether there's something heavy in your hand or not. So you don't need anything to do it, but you need to do something that challenges your body, because challenge brings change. And strength training improves bone density. It actually builds muscle. It shapes and defines your body. It improves your metabolism. There's a million reasons to do it. If you're not sure where to begin, just put help in the comments and I'll see that and we can connect. I can help you with that. But honestly, all you need to do is move to a challenge. Now I've got a core strong workout. I have a mix and match builder workout. I've got lots of different workouts I can drop for you if you're looking for something like that. And of course, we have the coaching program that you can connect with. Whatever works to help you know where to begin is a great place to start. We even use the Fit On app in the program because it's spontaneous and fun and the workouts are short. Check that out. There's lots of different ways, but just know you need to get strength training in 20 minutes a day, 3 or 4 times a week. Every week though, not just this week, not just when it's summer, every single week, all the time. That consistency will bring you change. And you'll start to feel better. Your posture will be better. You'll feel more, you'll have more energy because muscles store energy. It'll be great. Now, tip number 7, create connections. All right, this is where accountability comes into play. And we heard from Pam. She talked about those connections and what a difference it made in her life. You guys, if you can create a connection and an accountability partner, they've actually found that, of course, sharing your goals with others keeps you accountable, right? They say writing them down improves your success rate. But they have found that when you have an accountability partner for every day during a time that you're trying to achieve a specific goal, you are 90% more likely to achieve it. So I'm serious. Yes, write down your goals. Yeah, share them with somebody, but don't share them with naysayers because those people will sometimes deter you. So share with people who will support you, and then get the accountability partner to connect the entire time. It doesn't, and mind you, it shouldn't be the same accountability partner during the whole duration. In our 8-week program, I say pick a different person every week. It's how I found success in accomplishing my Flip This Chick program before it was a thing. When they're excited just for a week, then it's easier to do it and it'll keep you following through. Create accountability. If you need help with accountability, say so. I'll be your cheerleader. We can connect. In the program, we actually do accountability meetings every Monday as a group. And then, of course, there's a one-on-one session every week for clients too. But that makes a difference in succeeding, whether it's a work goal or a fitness goal or a financial goal. Get someone keeping you accountable and do it back and forth. If you need to keep yourself accountable, that can work too. Just set an alarm that says, hey, double check. Am I doing this? How am I doing? Either way, create connections and accountability. And then, guys, tip number 8 is honor yourself. This is where we talk about being worthy. All right, we know we're worthy. We've spent our lives convincing ourselves we are. We talk about it. There's affirmations about it. L'Oreal taught us decades ago, oh, it's expensive, but I'm worth it. But what I want to talk about right now is, are you really living as if you're worthy? Okay, look at this. When you eat lunch or dinner, are you sitting down at the table and taking time? Are you eating on a dinner plate that you would serve your guests on? When you go to bed, is your bedroom and nightstand as pretty and perfect as the guest room that nobody's even in? Or when you come home, do you pull into your garage or walk into your back door and that's not as presentable as the front door where you greet your guests? Because if you look at your life that way, it will bring to your attention whether you're actually treating yourself as if you're worthy. Because if you said no to any of those things or other things similar, you stand at the counter to eat your lunch instead of taking time to sit. You rush through something instead of calming down to do it. If you notice those are things that you're doing, your mindset isn't really believing you're worthy of the success and the life you want to have. So you've got to look at that and find ways to shift it. Recognizing it is the most important, but finding a way to go, okay, wait, you're right. My nightstand should be pretty. I should eat on the china instead of saving it for a holiday. Do those things and see if it doesn't help you feel better. And when you're feeling better about how you're treating yourself, it reflects in everything you do. And that's what we want. We want our life to reflect how we feel about ourselves and others. So remember, start honoring yourself. Now, tip number 9 is inspire others. I love this part because it matters. Whether you know it or not, you're inspiring people. Now, you might be inspiring them not to do something, but I'm telling you, when you start doing things that are different, when you start walking, your neighbors will notice. When you start bringing healthy things to a gathering, people notice. When you start being grateful or send somebody a note to say, I was just thinking about the things I'm grateful for, and you were one of them. People notice. If you can live your life as if you know they're watching and it's your job to inspire them, I'm telling you, you make different decisions and it shows up for yourself. It's pretty cool. You have an impact whether you realize you do or not. You might as well make it something amazing. Now, my final tip, and it's not really a tip, it's just me telling you, keep reminding yourself that while life is hard, gosh, we've heard some stories of the challenges women have been through, and you've lived through them, as have I. Keep telling yourself you've gotten through those things. Yourself has brought you through those things. And yourself will get you through this phase that you're in, this menopause challenge, this life struggle, this work challenge, these frustrations with anything in life, whatever it is you're facing, you're going to get through that too. So my final tip is keep reminding yourself that as life gets tough, you are tougher. You have ways to get through that. If it means you reach out to ask for help, do it. We all need support. The greatest athletes have the greatest coaches. And when people get better at something, they don't suddenly do it on their own. They get a better coach. They get more support. The people succeeding are surrounded by other people succeeding. So if you want to do something great, get in a room full of people doing something great. That's how you flip the script. Decide what you want your life to be. Take a minute every day to imagine it. Fuel yourself forward with protein and be healthy and be thankful. Take a minute a day just to be grateful and think of what happened. The best thing, all these good habits can really change your life. And I hope you'll just grab even one of them and start applying it and see what a difference it makes. Now, we have a few interviews left, so stick around for those. And if you haven't had a chance to watch all of them, the interviews are going to stay up until Wednesday, May 10th at 5 o'clock. Beyond that, you'll want to register for VIP so you have lifetime access to watch them. You also will get that mix and match builder workout that I talked about. You'll get a meal prep and food plan recipe book. You'll get one-on-one session with me so we can talk about your goals and challenges, answer any questions we might not have answered in the interviews. So capture them before Wednesday or grab the VIP. But either way, these experts are pouring into you things that other people pay them tons of money to get, and they're doing it for you for free. I'm so grateful they've done this, and I want you to take advantage of all of it. And this is almost your last opportunity to drop comments of what questions you have, because I'm going live at 3 o'clock today to answer those questions, any that we didn't get to. And if there are answers to your questions that we did get to, I'll send you the exact link, but for the expert who answered it. Okay. So we've got solutions. We can map a plan and make it different. This is going to be your best summer yet. Now, get to the next video. I will catch you on the flip side.